So the next thing that I wanted to show is the custom background image, and this is the background image of your opt-in form. So I see a lot of blogs out there. I look at several every single day, and nearly every single one of them have a really cool, fancy background image for their opt-in form. And this is goes along the same lines as a background image for your entire blog or your header or anything like that. It's really simple to change. All you need to do is click the upload background image and go through the whole process of uploading a new image and then just pasting the URL right into this form here. Yep. And the next thing that you can do is you can change the button value. So if one month I offer a boot camp, my button value can say, let's say, click here to receive my boot camp. And as you're typing, you can actually see in real time what that button is going to look like. We'll click Save, and it updates the button on your opt-in form. So there it is. Click here to receive my boot camp. And the next month, if you wanted to say, click here to receive my Facebook ebook, all you have to do is just change it back here, and and do the same thing. Click Save, and it'll update on your on the front page of your blog. And it's instant. So you don't have to wait for a developer to change buttons or anything like that for you. If you want to use a custom image, I also offer that as well, and I'll show you real quick how to do that. So let me add an image, and I'll go over to Carrie's site, carrierogny.com, and I'm going to grab the URL real quick of his image button. Now this is something that is just for demonstration purposes only, just so you can have an idea of how you can use an image as a background or as a button rather than just this default button here. You can add a URL to an image to use that as your background image or your button image. So now I've added the URL to this button, and I click Save, and we'll refresh real quick, and you'll see that this button will change to an image. And there you go. Send me the 8 steps. So it gives you more flexibility on whether you want to use a button that you can that you change the text on, or if you have a special image that may be a little bit more colorful, have more graphics on it, you can add that image and use it as your button instead. So those are some great options that you have. The next thing you can do is customize the box size, and the box size is the actual size of the opt-in form. So if we go back to the blog here, we'll scroll up and look at the opt-in form. So you can see this entire area here is the opt-in form, and that's pretty tall. But if you don't have one if your opt-in form isn't this tall, you can reduce the size right back here in your back office. So it's currently set to 712 pixels high, but let's say if I had an opt-in form that was smaller, I could change that to 300, 400, 200, whatever I want. That's really going to fit your needs and the look that you want. Another great thing about this is you can really fine-tune the position of the form itself, and I'll show you what I mean by that. You can adjust where this text and these fields here are placed. So let's say I think it's a little bit too close to this image here, and I want to move it down. It's based off of the XY axis, and I can change. If I want to move it down, all I need to do is change the Y to, let's change it to, we'll change it to 480 pixels, and we'll click Save. I'll demonstrate real quick how this works. We'll refresh it. And there you can see it added a little bit more gap here in between the image and my actual text. So you can kind of space things out a little bit if you think they're a little bit too crowded.
That
The
goes
next
back to
thing
that.
is
That goes back to that clean lines look and feel that you want to have.
exactly,
Have a professional
exactly,
blog. You want it as sharp and crisp as possible. So if you need to add a little buffer of space here and there, this is easy way to go do it. So you can really play around with this without breaking it. Is pretty much what you've done.
exactly. Yes.
That's cool. Now, what if somebody has these other widgets like their Google Friend Connect or Facebook fan page or the interactive ones with Twitter or things like that? Do those already come loaded, or what if somebody wants to add them later? How do they do that?
Yeah, the Google Connect and the Facebook Friend Connect widgets, those are excellent widgets, and I highly suggest everyone have them. Unfortunately, those aren't built in because those are so unique to each user that those have to be added, in addition. Um, but I'm actually working on figuring out a way where we can add this in. So all you need to do is maybe enter an ID number in or something along those lines. So that's definitely a project that I'm working on, and hopefully that will make it into the next update. But until then, it's all you have to do is just take a text widget, drop it over there, and the code that you get from Facebook or Google Connect, you can copy and paste it inside this area, and it won't interfere with your opt-in form. So you don't have to worry about those two things conflicting.
Awesome.